That is it. English Jaga.
Ready for action. Fight for the Empire.
That's right. Apparently, the Empire's getting out of control again. Don't want that to happen. No, sure. Don't we? We don't want the Empire getting out of control. Oh, we got.
Awaiting orders, Commander.
Sure you are. Anyways, welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii. Like my new intro? They stayed up late after I found out that I'd do a couple of things. Like, wait a minute.
Keep moving, Trooper.
Shut up, man. I found out I can do that, and I'm like, oh, I gotta do that too. I need a sense of stability. The witch has gone wild. Well, she's gone over-controlling. I think my mom's gone.
Maybe my comlink is broken.
Yeah, you're not the only one. My comlink is broken too. I'm just gonna give up on it. Jeez, we fight the good fight so much, the devil wins. Anyways, well, welcome to Mongoose Max Hawaii. This is Pepah, and this is where we look at the morning news and check it out and all that kind of stuff and whatever. Make fun of public figures and what they say.
Trooper standing by.
With all due respect to their actual personages, including the letter people who write into the letter to the editor, because since they are private citizen members of the public, until their letter isn't private, once they submit it, it's called a fair game, or games on, or fair's fair, or whatever it is. That's what it's called, arg. It's fair, isn't it? We got a new member on board. Apparently, Bucky's been sucking on too much blood. Oh, the dentures, are they? Nice guy. Okay. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Today's Pepah is... So today is November 15th. Yeah, the virus has gone haywire all over the country. Wildfire, big spike numbers, and they're gonna go, oh my God, it's gonna get worse because here comes Thanksgiving with Jello pudding. And also, apparently, half the people are still on board, half the country kind of deal is still on board with fake election. Anyways, okay. So see, man, do whatever you want, whenever. It's free for all. It's like you need Ted Nugent's free for all. Free for all. That's a good song. Free for all. Ted Nugent. Newspaper. Here's today's headline. It says, bridging safety concerns. Like a bridge over troubled waters, I'll throw you under the bus. Yeah, it's about the size of today's world. Throw each other under the bus. Well, what do we got here? We got Oahu's yesterday count of 80 new cases. This is like new cases 90 all total. Oahu 7-day average? What? I don't understand. They start getting specific and it's like, positivity rate 3%. I think we're on tier 4. I heard we're on tier 4, which is like the least restrictive with this. This is counterintuitive. It's opposite of what they said. You know? And they said this and then this is not that. And then it's more permissive because 4 is less restriction. It's kind of like basement. The ground level is max, and then you go one level down, less restrictions. Like going into I don't know. It's like this. I don't know. It's like the secret compartment of Area 54. It's next to Area 51, but you gotta take a bike ride out that to the east. Area 54? No? You guys don't know. You can't keep up on your conspiracy theories. I don't know what to tell you. Pearl Harbor Shipyard. Navy plans dry dock waterfront production of ready to ship to new dry dock since World War II's reaching the single time. Because I was watching. I was actually kind of a little bit involved with this Red Hill. They had these enormous tanks, enormous fuel tanks. It's like jet fuel, gigantic freaking tanks. Like each, if you know what the Aloha Tower is, Aloha Tower will fit inside one tank. And there's like 20 of them underground in this valley, Red Hill. And they leak. And right above it, just by about 100 feet below that, is the water table, the drinking water for all of Oahu. So it leaks. And it's like seeping in. They're like, no, we'll put monitors in. No, and there's protesters. Come on, and these tanks are eroding since World War II. That's like 70. Happy anniversary, 75th anniversary of ending World War II. 75 years? That's how old these tanks are, and they're like eroding through. Pretty like one little bump, one little jar cracks open like a freaking Easter egg, and the thing, millions and millions of jet fuel is going to seep into the friggin' drinking water. Boo. For real. Alright, let's get going on. What am I doing on some tangent sheet? I don't know what the dry dock is. I think maybe it's just doing shot. And I got this compelling message, Pete. What the heck? What else is going on? Thousands rallied to back Trump's claims. I don't know what to say to that. Lack of virus concern worries experts. It's like, I'm tired of thinking about it, so it doesn't exist. Hikers brought back to life after heart stops. A hiker who we rescued after being lost overnight in a whiteout in Mount Rainier National Park has been brought back to life with what his medical team is calling an amazing recovery. The Seattle Times wrote that 45-year-old Michael Skinipski of Woodland has died in the emergency room in Harborview Medical Center after being airlifted off the mountain last Sunday. He had pulse when he arrived, but soon his heart stopped, and Dr. Janelle Badulak, got the names again, was one of the first people to start treating him. He died while he was in the ER, which gave us the unique opportunity to try to save his life by basically bypassing his heart and lungs, which is the most advanced form of artificial life support we have in the world. The medical team repeatedly performed CPR and hooked him up to the extra corporate membrane oxygen machine, which pumped blood out of his body into a heart-lung machine that removes carbon dioxide and then back into the body. His heart remained stopped for 45 minutes. Near-death experience stories coming soon, right? 2 days later, he woke up. Well, that's a pretty extreme. Well, just bypass your lungs and your heart and just recycle the blood like they do in the dialysis machine. Cheeky. TDay. I'm not sure if it worked. You were dead, now you're not. That's resuscitating. That's not technically dead. When you're dead, you're dead. You don't come back from dead. Period. If you come back to life, you've been resuscitated. You're not dead. No matter how close to death you were, you're not dead. Because when you're dead, that's it. Over. It's the afterlife, if you believe in that sort of stuff. Shark stabbing deaths linked to fierce duels with swordfish. The first victim washed up September 2016. Police in Valencia, Spain saw a blue shark dying in the surf, along with a tiny stretch of beach. They lugged the 8-foot corpse, got really back to Halloween again, to the yard behind the police station. Then they called Jamie Middleton Sway, who soon suspected foul play. I believe there's motive behind this stabbed shark. On a solid zoom, the swordfish sword lands straight through her brain. The shark's brain, that is. Alright, swordfish got the shark. And then the shark's like, I'm done for. Nature. The wild 15 countries unite in massive trading bloc. Oh, shoots. Okay, this is probably 15 and 14 other countries have agreed to set up the world's largest trading bloc. That's like the EU, you know, the one they exited from? Brexit. And then it's like economic chaos. And then there's another one, like the 5 dragons or 8 dragons in Asia. Obama tried to hook up with them with the trade PPPPP, some other PPP being PPTT. I don't know. And then there's like the one we all know, which I think was dismantled. Canada, Mexico, US. That's gone, right? But on the other hand, what they did is say, hey, China, some 14 other countries, come on. China's saying, come on. Asian hope hasten to recover from the shocks of the pandemic. They're not waiting around. Regional Comprehensive Partnership, who's going to be on board? Today, this RCEP, the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership. So look for this, RCEP, recap. Look for the Recep's gonna take over all the money in the world because they're gonna be the only market, yeah? It's like, screw you guys. Forget it. Here's my Ray Sudoku. Okay, where we going? Report states 108 new coronavirus infections. The state of Hawaii, 108 new ones, huh? So what? So total cases, state number. Total cases statewide number 16,519. As of Saturday, with no new deaths. There's all the stats. How many people died? You know what? These stats are low compared to other places, but we're not having thousands and thousands of people protest. Are you trying to focus? Focus. Look into my eyes and focus. Focus. I can't get this camera to do a decent focus. Yeah, we're not having gigantic rallies. I mean, what the heck? It doesn't look at the... All the students reflect standing together 6 feet apart. Okay. Just do it. Do it and stop making like you're a freaking hero. You know, people used to think, they're like, wear a mask to protect others. Protect others. What makes it, which was like the reverse psychology, like they're appealing to, I should do good and protect others. But they should not have done that. No, because people just aren't all that altruistic. They're more dog-eat-dog world. It's like shark eat swordfish world. You know, people are more like that in general. Not to be a I don't know, whatever that thing is. Human hating thing. But people are like that. I don't know. So they should go like this. And they started to do this. Wear a mask. It'll save your life. Save your life. See, because when it saves your life, you're going, oh yeah, I don't want to die. Self-preservation. Me, myself, and I. Yeah. So I don't want to die, so I'll wear a mask. Because what also what I was thinking is, if you think to protect others, that's like saying you have it. I'm wearing a mask to protect others in case I might be a carrier. But look what's going on in the world, right? The U.S. We'll say U.S. I don't speak for everybody, right? There's like Trumpy shit. They're deniers of. There's gonna be the vaxxers too. I'm just doing this because I'm getting sadistic now.
Trooper reporting for duty. I need a weapon.
Yeah, sure you do. You need a vaccine, don't you?
Lord Vader won't accept defeat.
No, he won't. And he's not. Lord Vader's out there going like, the vax, I don't know, yeah, you should get that, but as far as getting back to work, no mask and all that, gathered together, election's fake. What the hell? Election's fake. So...
The enemy is on the move.
Yeah. I'm tired of you. I find your lack of faith disturbing. But people aren't, self-preservation. Oh, I'll protect me. I should have started that in the beginning. I don't know what else is going on here. We're gonna go where it needs to go.
Trooper standing by.
Yeah, I'm sure you're standing by. Yeah, he said so. Validating our votes. Validate. I couldn't validate. Why the Trump team election is also the that kind of stuff. Biden economy, maybe an uphill climb. Well, you can say that for the whole freaking world. And RCEP, RCEP knows it. And the RCEP's on the ball. And you guys we're all behind already. The world economy. Fine, man. Like study Australia or someone like that. Study a country and how they act like Australia. That's what we should do. Follow what their lead. America's so stupid. I don't understand why. We're going to need a bigger cork. Volcano. We're gonna need a bigger cork. I wish I could get rid of the witch and throw her in the volcano. Government actions? Okay. Okay, let's just get on it, man. Okay. Study, investigate state unemployment office. Tout mask wearing as an act of freedom. Yeah, I'm sure. Stores have nothing for Veterans Day. What? Lottery goes. Shit, back off COVID citations. Okay, there's so much to pick from. I don't know. I'm confused. Once again. I just grab one. Here we go. Investigate state unemployment office. Remember when the state senators arrived and announced at the State Department of Health? We need similar action at the State Department of Labor and International Industrial Relations. We need it now. We need reporters from newspapers and television to show up at the door. We need a publicly posted daily count, like we have for COVID cases. And how many unemployment insurance UI? I thought it was something about urine. Unemployment insurance cases are outstanding in for how long? Oh, they want their unemployment money. Okay, thank you, D-Block. D-Block. Nothing penal there. HPD should back off on COVID citations. The Honolulu Police Department received $13.8 million in overtime expenses and $4.6 million for contract positions from CARES Act funds. Parenthetical citation of article, September 13th. Rather than have officers distribute free masks, warn and educate the public, Police Chief Susan Ballard chose to have her officers overcharge citizens with misdemeanor citations, traumatizing them with the prospect of 5 years in prison and sustainable attorney's fees. This was the antithesis of Aloha, but a standard abuse of police tactic to coerce pleas to a lesser charges. The citizens are each entitled to a jury trial. A judiciary created by Ballard, Honolulu prosecutor-elect Steve Alm, remember that guy? Should correct this miscarriage of this miscarriage with its afterbirth of justice by promptly reviewing these cases, dismissing all but a few significant violations. John Kieser. McKee. I don't know. What to say about that? Did they? They must have. Okay. Mask wearing is an act of freedom? Oh, gosh. Along with federal and other wide... Instead of being an infringement to rights, mask wearing is a freedom! It's freedom! Cut to end of Braveheart. Freedom! Freedom! Lottery legalized pot can help economy. I'm no longer a local resident, but I was born in Hawaii. I graduated from St. Louis High School and the University of Hawaii. Good for you. Since retiring, I visit Hawaii quite often. I am saddened to see some shabbiness along highways and roads in ill repair. This is because of the state. No more damn money. No more damn money. To fix and upgrade infrastructure. I have advocated for years that Hawaii get a state lottery to raise money. Though I am a Democrat, I am critical of the local... I did that. I went to Arizona for a month visiting a friend who grew up there. Toured all over Arizona, great place. And went to all the ghost towns we could. And I noticed they have a lottery, a state lottery. And the proceeds from the state lottery help the schools and help roads. And I wrote a letter to the editor, and they printed it. That was, 15 years ago. I have advocated for years that Hawaii get a state lottery to raise money. Yeah, like it was your idea. And I thought I'm a Democrat. I'm critical of local Democrats for being so beholden to the Las Vegas lobby. I heard that the lottery is bring organized crime. That argument has absolutely no merit. I've lived in Pennsylvania, Arizona, California. Freaking regular Johnny Cash road heart. There are no evidence that the lottery brought organized crime to those states. Because it's already there, I guess. I don't know. Also, recreational marijuana should be legalized for any... Actually true, because it gets the money out of, the dirty major drug dealer types, the really scuzzbags, prescription pills, club drugs, and all that other rackety stuff, heroin, all that stuff. Get the money out of their hands. For anyone who says that ill effects of pot are unknown, I encounter that the ill effects of tobacco and alcohol are still legal. I counter, touche. Both lottery and legalized pot would bring millions of new tax dollars to the state. Yeah, cha-ching. Freaking cha-ching to the state, though. Pius Kang, Pius Kang, Village Valley, California. Pius Kang? Stores have nothing. Cha-ching! Cha-ching! Kang! Stores have nothing for Veterans Day. After. How about this one? One more. Do we have enough time? Oh, God! God help us. Please, God, have mercy on us. It is Sunday. Have mercy on us on all our days. We devote ourselves to you. Here comes the apocalypse, I told you in the Revelation. Oh no! Listen to each other, not political parties. Amen to that. Politicians have divided our nation with their rhetoric. They have hijacked the civil conversations between we the people. Person used the word conversations. Show me a conversation. They have polarized our shared values for family, life, and freedom. If we are it kicks in after a little while. We're just spilling my coffee. If we are to move forward as a nation, we need to treat each other with the respect and listen to each other, not the dogma broadcast by political parties. Kathy Valier, Honolulu. Thank you, Kathy, for your words of sanity in this very chaotic and confusing world in which we live. I do one little caveat about that. Did you ever try to have words of reason and sanity? I'm sorry, I'm dealing with the upstairs witchy poo. One spoken word, and it's the volcano of hatred. Hey, it's just like blames everything on me for some reason. Narcissistic personality. What is it? Irrational rage. I learn all these words. God, why me? Why me? Anyways, that's why it's time to specialize in hang loose and aloha and one more thing I gotta just say.
Reporting for duty, Commander. Fight for the Empire. I need a weapon.
Take that, Empire. Aloha.